इस डस्टर
डस्टर नहीं मिला, डस्टर मंगवा देते हैं।
मार्कर भी
मार्कर नहीं है
ना,
अभी मंगवा देते हैं, आप तब तक ब्रेक कर सकते हैं, स्टार्ट करें।
ठीक है. ओके, गुड आफ्टरनून क्लास. So do we all, okay, let's take this back to our childhood. Okay, so do we remember being in like 5th grade or 6th grade and having to write a passage about our own selves? उस time पे what all things do we used to write? Name, age, family, anything else?
About our interest,
Interest.
hobbies, what we have to become in future.
Okay. So, what is all this? All these things that we have written, what are they? What do they culminate to? ये हमें क्या describe करता है? Who we are, ourselves basically, right? So, what do you? Individual differences. So our self is basically a culmination of what all things? Name, religion, basically our traits. Traits हो गया, characteristics. Anything else? Experiences. Anything else? Perspectives. What else?
Self-analysis.
Self-analysis. Our value systems. So how do we find these things out? Like if I were to tell you to describe yourself, okay, what is the process that you use to find out what kind of a person you are, what all things describe you? Self-reflection, introspection, sitting and thinking about my own self, trying to analyze what all characteristics I possess. Sometimes we can also use comparison, right? So basically there are 3 types of self that we possess. Don't mind my handwriting though. So we have one empirical self, and it has 3 components. Material self, and spiritual self. Please sit in the front. All of you who are standing, come and sit in the front. Occupy these rows. Please don't move around there. The entire first row is empty. Please occupy that. Okay. Hanji. Social. So when we described ourself in say like first standard, when we used to write that passage, kahin na kahin we used to focus more on like our material self, ki like this is me, my name is whatever my name is, this is my table, this is my chair, this is what I possess, right? So when we describe things, when we describe ourselves in terms of the things that are tangible to us, that comprises of our material self. Material is whatever we own, whatever we have ownership over. And when we relate that thing to ourselves, that becomes our material self. But are we alone in this world? No. There are always people around us. What all people that we interact with? Our friends, family, relatives, spouses, children, grandparents, then teachers, our own students, whatever we have ourselves around us, whoever persons that we relate to, whoever we associate to, we have a self that we present to the world, to the people around us. That kind of self that we have, it comes out of our relation with other people. That self is our social self. But on the inside, we also have our own values, beliefs, attitudes, things that describe us in basically our own feelings that we possess. What all things can be a part of this? How we behave, religious values, anything else?
The religious values will be coming in spiritual, no? Or not?
Yes. Yeah, that can be a part of it. What else?
Sense of self.
Sense of self, our discipline, right? Our own moral code of conduct, our morality, ethics. So all of this comes under. So can we all tell how we came about describing our own self? Anyone can try? Okay, never mind. Okay, now we have, through this concept of self-knowledge, we have described ourselves in terms of who we are, right? Sometimes we ask ourselves, we sit and ask ourselves, ki, what is my place in the world? Why do I exist? Sometimes this question comes up in our mind, who am I? So all these things answer the question of that things that describe you as a person. Okay, that is a basic set of information that is there, that you have yourself, about yourself. Then when you add the component of value or worth to it, कि when you add the component of worth to something, that becomes what? Like I give you a piece of paper, okay, with number 100 written on it. Can you use that paper to go and buy something from the market? No. But if I give you a paper with the proper hallmark, Gandhi ji ki photo, 100 written on it, then it becomes a banknote, right? Then it is more than that value of the paper. What does that become? You can use it to buy something, right? So that is the difference between your knowledge of yourself, and the second thing is the things that you use to describe your own worth, that is self-esteem, right? Before that you were just a piece of, like, knowledge is there, the number is written, you know what you are, okay? But when you understand the worth and the value of who you are, it becomes self-esteem. Wonderful. So how do we find out our self-esteem? Confidence. Becoming more and more aware of our potential. What else?
By the feedback of people.
By people's feedback, right? Anything else? Please come and sit in the front. You're already late. Here. Yes, dear. Come. Please don't talk. That seat is not for you. No. Hello. You. There. See, it also disrupts the class that is going on. Okay? Please be on time from the next time. Please shut the door at the back. Thank you. So, by feedback from others, someone mentioned this point. So, basically, our self-esteem might have a social origin, right? Like कि हमें दूसरों के थ्रू पता चलता है कि socially हम कैसे हैं. For example, say mathematics का test है. I scored 90 out of 100 and my friend scored 99 out of 100. Okay, so from that feedback that I got from external sources, I can tell कि हाँ मेरा थोड़ा marks का worth कम है. Okay, so from external feedback, socially, then self-esteem is not only just about your own self, it's also about the context that you live in. It's about, so India is what? Individualistic or a collectivist society? Collectivist society. So similarly, our self-esteem is also associated to the people we engage with. Ki, okay, I'm a student of Delhi University, it's a wonderful university, so my worth also increases, right? So what I associate myself with and the worth of that thing gets associated to me, है ना? So you can write this point. So firstly, it is socially originated. If anything is not clear, just ask me, I'll read it out loud and then you can write. So second point, our self-esteem is person-centric, okay, associated to our own self, but it is also influenced by those, come in. Yes, mastery, last word is mastery. And it is also associated with those around us, ठीक है? Whatever things and people, like I associate to a certain community, like I am part of my dance society in college, okay, so I start associating to that, so that will give me a certain sense of self-esteem. And it will also give, third point, belonging and mastery, okay, I am a part of this society, so it gives me a sense of belonging to the people who are part of that society. Okay, and it also gives me a sense of mastery and a sense of achievement. Ki wow, I achieved something, like I made myself capable enough to be a part of such an elite group. ठीक है? Then there are several domains. Yes, dear.
Ma'am, when you are saying like self is person-centric,
Right.
that it is related to just us, like it's unique to one individual.
Yes.
Then it's individualistic, मतलब वो दोनों हो सकता है, individualistic
Exactly.
और collectivistic.
हाँ, it is twofold. कि see, our achievements are restricted to us, but then when we see them in the social context, तब हमें उनकी value पता चलती है, right? There are several domains that we have in our life which determine हमारी self-esteem, like certain skills we have, ठीक है? What kind of things that you possess that determine your self-esteem? Can you guess? Like for example, for me, my guitar playing skill makes me feel worthy of myself. Anything else? Cooking. So there are many things, there are many parts of your life, like your intelligence, like your personality, like the things that you engage with, that determine your self-esteem. Then there is one more thing, which is your yes, please. Okay. So another thing that is affected by and consequently also affects is our real and ideal self. Okay, so we all have two selves. One is our real self and one is the self that we want to become. That is your ideal self. And the real self is whatever you are right now. Okay? So that also affects our self-esteem. How? Can anybody guess?
Ma'am, if what we want to become,
Let it finish. Huh, you go ahead.
ma'am, if I am a certain kind of a person, but there is a certain aspiration of mine that I want to be like that.
Yes.
If I'm going to be closer to that person that I want to be, then I would have a high self-esteem.
Exactly. Yes. Same point. So whenever there is a discrepancy between what I want to be and what I am, that results in a low self-esteem. Right? So anybody knows ideal self or real self concept therapy में किसने दिया था? Carl Rogers. Very good. So Carl Rogers का we can introduce a bit that how ideally our personality should be moving our ideal self closer to the real self. हम कोशिश क्या करते हैं? We push ourselves to become our ideal self. But the reality is we will be much happier if we bring the ideal self to the real self. So that is one theory that was given by Carl Rogers. Okay. Chalo, self-esteem, so we all have some levels of it. Okay. Everyone possesses some amount of self-esteem. What is the importance of it? Why should we have a good self-esteem, a high self-esteem that is called?
Directly affects self-confidence.
Directly affects self-confidence. Anything else? Healthy personality development. Yes. Anything else at the back? Anyone wants to try? Yes. Yes. Self-esteem is very highly correlated with mental health. A high self-esteem is correlated with a high mental well-being and adjustment. Yes, that's the point I was coming to. Social relationships, our interpersonal relationships. If we feel very low of ourselves, if we don't feel very worthy of being in a certain group, what do we usually do? We end up isolating. Exactly. Disconnecting also. So yeah, this is why self-esteem matters. Okay? So all of us have some level of self-esteem, right? Some characteristics that we associate with ourselves that give us our worth. Okay? That give us the realization of our worth. So I want all of you, let's do a small activity. Okay? And everyone will be open and honest and discuss whatever we feel, whatever thoughts come to our head. Okay? Okay? So I want you to either, if anything you have in your hand or anything that you can find in your bag, any one object, take it out. You can close your books, just take out one object. Everyone has something or the other in their hand? Okay, great. So, okay. So your activity is, first you need to introspect about that object that you have. Okay? Think about its characteristics. What it is. Okay? Just whatever you can use to describe that object, just introspect for a bit. No talking amongst yourselves. At the back, what is wrong? Please, silent introspection, no discussions. No group discussions. Please stand up at the back. Yes, you already know who I'm talking about you because. Please don't disrupt. Sit. Yeah, come here and sit. Don't disrupt the class, okay? Don't disrupt the flow of what is being told, okay? Okay, so have you all introspected for a bit? Okay. So, mostly what kind of characteristics have you thought about? Whatever you have, positive, negative, positive characteristics? Right. So, can we all one by one associate one positive aspect of that object to ourselves? Okay, something that we also have. Okay? For example, water. I associate myself with water as it is very fluid and flexible. Okay? So it helps me to adjust in different situations. Like this water can fit into a glass, it can fit into this bottle, it can fit into a tumbler or a tank. So I am also like that. I am adaptable to different situations. Okay? So one by one, can we try to do this activity? Okay, starting from the back there. Anyone stand up? Yes, miss. Yes, you know. Huh. What is the object that you chose? Okay. Nice. Anything you associate it with?
I think I associate with the glass because it's hard and I'm kind of, socially awkward, so I keep myself in a pen.
Please, I'm not able to hear because you were talking. Yes, be louder once again.
It's just like this balm is inside the container or something. I sometimes look socially awkward. So that's why I
Okay.
contain myself inside.
Okay, very nice. So you're soft within a hard shell. Wonderful. Yes, anyone this side? Pink shirt. You know, don't turn your head around. Yes, you. Huh. Huh, phone. How do you associate yourself with your phone? Okay, never mind. Anyone this side? Everyone has to answer. I'll call out on random. Yes, you. Stand up and be loud so that everyone in the class can hear.
Guys, I have my purse with me and I think इसके अंदर जैसे सब essential है तो मैं भी compatible हूँ और मेरी सारी worth it is inside.
Very
I
good.
have to hide it.
Okay. So everything essential that she has is in her purse, and just like that, everything that matters, everything that gives worth to, what's your name? Aditi. Everything that gives worth to Aditi is contained within herself. Very good answer. We can have a small clap. Anyone else wants to try? Yes.
I associate with this AirPod box.
How?
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ये काफ़ी चार्ज करता है माई फोन की जिसमें ऑप्शन है इसमें लाइट चल सकती है इसमें अच्छा बेस है सो जैसे कि इसमें बहुत सारी क्वालिटीज़ हैं पर हम क्वालिटीज़ हैं वैसे ही मुझमें भी क्वालिटीज़ हैं सो बाहर नहीं करती
No, good attempt. Very good. We can have a small clap for him also. Anyone else? Yes, come on. I'll have to call out at random otherwise. खुद ही volunteer करो. हाँ जी.
So I have my comb and it is used to straighten the hair. Also, like I also have solution for my problems.
Okay.
How I solve the things. So I associate with the comb.
So just like our hair gets tangled, our life gets tangled. And what's your name?
Chavi.
So Chavi always has the solution to detangle our life problems. Yes, anyone else? Yes.
I have a key,
Key.
or just like a lock opens from a key. It is unique in itself.
Yes.
Just like that, I am unique in myself.
Oh, that's such a nice answer. Like every lock has only one key, so that gives you your uniqueness. Anyone else? Try, come on. आपको बोलने की जरूरत नहीं है. I am enough for myself. Anyone else?
I've got my wallet.
Hmm.
This wallet looks nice, but on the inside it's a bit complicated. I sometimes lose money myself, but at the end of the day, I think it's worth it.
Wow, very good. Yes. Come on, volunteer yourself. You want to try.
I have my wallet in my hand. It's very materialistic. It contains some cash and metro cards. So it's related to me because I'm materialistic too. When I need something from myself, I go through my mind and get it.
Yeah, whenever you're traveling in a rickshaw and then you go through your wallet and find something out. Just like that, whenever I'm going through some trouble, I go through my mind and find the solution. Very good. Anyone else this side? You, yes.
And my item is a card.
Hmm.
क्योंकि इसमें भी बैलेंस कम है, मेरे पास भी बैलेंस कम है.
Positive.
बैलेंस ज़्यादा है, मेरे पास बैलेंस ज़्यादा है. ये भी पतला, मैं भी पतला.
Sweet. Sit down. Anyone else this side? Yes. You. Yes.
Ma'am, I have a key and she already told, but I was thinking. I also have a key and she.
You can associate it with something else.
It's an old key and I think I'm older than all of the people here.
So that makes you wiser also. Okay. Anything else? Yes, you stood up at the back. हाँ. हाँ, आप खड़े हुए थे ना अभी. Yes, what is the object? Nothing funny. क्या? Okay, sit down. This side. Yes, at the back the girls talking. आपका हो गया आपका. You didn't think? The boy in front, yes. In front. No, the girl behind you. You'll be next.
I have a pen and it's born to write history. And I'm also born to write history.
Whoa, very good. Yes, in front of you.
So I have this phone in my hand and just like every answer is in this, so I have all questions, I have all answers of my questions in my mind.
So you are a human Wikipedia. Very good. Clap.
Trying to analyze all my thinking.
Very good. Yes.
Just like it get comfortable at their place, so I get comfortable at my place.
Very good. Yes, you. Pink kurta girl. Yes.
Okay, so I have a lip balm in my hand and it has various ingredients in it like oils and butter and vitamin E. Just like me, I like dancing, music and swimming and it's dusty rose and I love roses, so that's how I.
Very nice. Anyone else? Where are you going?
To work. I
Huh?
got call from my office. I have to go to work.
Okay. Yes.
बस क्या मैं बताना चाहता हूँ घड़ी सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट है क्योंकि टाइम अगर चला गया तो वापस नहीं आता और मैंने पहन रखी तो टाइम की इम्पोर्टेंट मुझे पता है मैम टाइम इज मनी
Time is money. That's true. Anything else? Try. Come on. Huh. You look tensed. Ha.
I have a ring in my hand, and as it fits in my finger, I hope somebody will come in my life and I'll fit in his life so that he'll never replace me.
Okay, very nice. Anyone else? Yes, you. Grey sweater.
What's it always मतलब सबको सही टाइम बताते हैं किसी को भी कुछ रॉन्ग नहीं बताते ट्रुथ बताती है तो मैं तो उसको ट्रुथ बताती हूँ चाहे उससे सामने वाले को बुरा लगे अच्छा
So what's your name? Okay, so Khushbu is very honest, guys. हाँ जी, आगे बैठने की यही प्रॉब्लम है, सबसे पहले नज़रों में आते हैं. हाँ.
My notebook in my hand.
Class don't talk. हाँ. Okay. Notebook.
In my hand. So just like जैसे कि मैं अपने नोटबुक में सारी चीज़ें लिखता हूँ वैसे ही और फिर बाद में इसे मेमोराइज करता हूँ मतलब तो वैसे ही मैं सारी चीज़ें अपने अंदर ही रखता हूँ और अपने आप को ही दिखाता हूँ जैसे
Okay.
नोटबुक में खुद ही देखता हूँ वैसे.
Okay. Anything else? Yes.
It's kind of tough for me to stay hydrated. Just like me, I always keep my feelings in.
Very good. Anyone else? Yes, you. You look tired. Yeah.
It's multi-purpose, so I think I can also handle multiple things.
Multi-talented. Very good. Your turn.
This is Gripa. And
Okay.
I think like it's very hard, rough and tough. In starting, we like struggle to like उसको gripping. But in the end, it's like it seems to like soft. In the end, like me. Starting में मैं काफी rough and tough लगता हूँ, but
Okay.
in the end.
So you have a tough exterior to get through, but when someone approaches you and understands you, you reveal your softness. Very nice.
My object is pen, so it's like it's a blue pen. So I would say my personality or my self is that I don't change in front of any people. The way my opinions, my perceptions will be same in front of my friends, in front of my family, and that's how I am.
Very good. Nice answer. हो गया आपका टर्न? आपका टर्न हो गया. Behind you. Behind. Yes. You. Yes. हाँ जी. Sorry. Any other object that you जो आपके पास अभी ना हो but you know of something that you connect to. Okay. Anyone else? Try. Yeah.
Like I have a biscuit.
Okay.
Yeah, and this biscuit is quite delicious. It's very sweet, just like my personality, which I think that I'm a very sweet person. So it associates
Very
with me.
sweet person. Okay. Yes.
I mean, I have this pouch, stationery pouch, that holds all the stationery together. It's the one thing that I can associate with it, that I can hold my family and friends together.
Wow. Very nice. Yes. You. In the jacket. हाँ जी. Your turn. हाँ जी आप खड़े हो जाओ. Behind you. Right behind you. The empty seat and then yes. हाँ. आप ही. Any object? Okay, great. This side. The girl behind you. इसको point करना. कुछ सोचा नहीं? अभी सोच लो. Girl next to you.
I have a notebook in my hand, just like you can write anything and you can see anything from it, right? So I want to be, or you can say I am like, if I am having any knowledge, I am ready to share it with anyone.
Okay. Very good. So we are able to associate positive characteristics to something and to ourselves also. We find it somehow easier to make positive statements of the things we own, right? But what about ourselves? Not so much? Why?
डायरेक्टली self-esteem
Hmm?
self-esteem पे डिपेंड करता है.
Self-esteem पे depend करता है. This is an open discussion. You can be honest. Something that has impacted you, like how, for example, you said about the hard exterior. Okay. Some experience you may have faced with regards to how you appear on the outside and how you are as a person.
एक्चुअली मैम काफ़ी मेरे फ्रेंड्स हैं जो पहले नहीं थे, तो उन्होंने काफ़ी बोला है कि लाइक स्टार्टिंग में जब मैंने सोचा कि लाइक फैमिली, तो उन्होंने काफ़ी बोला कि लाइक थोड़ा रूड मतलब लगता था. बट इन दी एंड जब बात मैंने स्टार्टिंग करी तो लाइक काफ़ी कंफर्टेबल हुए, तो मैंने जब उनको सॉफ्टनेस दी तो फ्रेंड्स बन गए.
What about you? Like you said about the comb. How has it helped you in your life, solving things around you?
There are many things, like it actually depends on how I am
Hmm.
and how I deal with different situations.
Hmm.
Like I am introvert sometimes, I am extrovert sometimes. It depends on the people I have like around. I have the people I talk with. So there are many things.
Hmm.
There are many things that depends.
So all these characteristics that we how do they help us in our real life? Having a good sense of yourself. Anyone?
रिपीट करो एक बार.
Okay, so my question is, like we feel, जब हम किसी चीज़ के बारे में डिस्क्राइब करते हैं, फॉर एग्जाम्पल आई डिस्क्राइब दैट वाटर, उसको डिस्क्राइब करना कभी कभी ईजी हो जाता है जब कोई एक्सटर्नल चीज़ होती है या फिर सम अदर पर्सन. बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू आवर ओन सेल्फ, sometimes we get a bit more critical, right?
Yeah.
So how did it feel like to associate yourself with some object and then try to understand yourself? Did it get easier? Right? So how were you able to associate with that thing? Any clues?
उसकी क्वालिटीज से हम रिलेट कर पाते हैं.
Hmm.
Positive attributes, not the negative ones.
Exactly. Exactly. पॉजिटिव एट्रीब्यूट्स की तरफ हमने जब फोकस किया, जब हमने अपने आप को रिस्ट्रिक्ट कर दिया कि हमें पॉजिटिव ही सोचना है उस चीज़ के बारे में, एंड देन वी स्टार्ट अप्लाइंग टू आवरसेल्व्स, इट फील्स मच ईजियर. बट जब हम अपने आप को आइसोलेशन में सोचते हैं, देन व्हाट ऑल थिंग्स कम अप, हमको हमारी खामियां, हमारी कमियां, ऑल दीज थिंग्स बिकम मोर सेलिएंट, दे बिकम मोर अपैरेंट टू अस, राइट? So you can have an open discussion about how you feel associating yourself with something else and then describing yourself. How was the experience?
इसका
हाँ हाँ.
एसोसिएट करने का नाम, I associated myself with my wallet. Because मैम उसमें काफ़ी सारे चेम्बर्स हैं, कार्ड, रो होल्डर्स वगैरह, so it seems a bit complicated. So I also think I am complicated. I have been made to feel like I am complicated, but ऐसा नहीं है. It's worth it. Even if I am, it's worth it. I guess.
That's true. Like how he is talking about the wallet. Like, okay, the wallet has many compartments, it has many sections, some bigger sections where you keep the cash, smaller sections where you keep the cards. So it's complicated, right? But at the end of the day, without your wallet, can you go out anywhere? Right? So there is some worth or some value even in being complicated, even in being difficult to understand. But that at the end of the day, there is always worth. And how do you recognize your own worth?
First of all, I have to acknowledge to myself that I am complicated.
Yes, the first step is acknowledging how and who you are. Right? Next, insight to what? Feedbacks. Accepting how I am, like जो हमने यहाँ पे point note किया, real self और ideal self वाला. तो हम क्या कोशिश करते हैं mostly to move our ideal self, to move our real self to
Ideal self.
But what should we try to do?
Move the ideal self to the real self.
Exactly, and that can only be done by acceptance of our real self. And you were also saying something, Abhi. Same thing, yeah. Anything else?
So like also calm helps to open the hairs.
Huh.
So in our life we also should be open to everyone. We should be real. We should be honest. So life would be easy going.
Yeah, having confidence in what we are. Right, we should be open, we should be honest.
Being comfortable with yourself.
Being comfortable with yourself. How many of us can just sit with ourselves for a whole day? And not need interacting with anybody. Huh, so some or the other way, so we do need interaction with people, but acceptance and being comfortable in our own company, do we find that a bit difficult or discomforting? Peaceful, na?
Struggling.
Struggling? How?
Struggling with our thoughts, I would say.
How?
हम just like लोगों की negative things take over.
हाँ.
उनके बारे में सोचते रहते हैं.
सोशलाइज करना ज़्यादा इजी है बिकॉज उसमें हमें हाफ ही एफर्ट लगाना पड़ता है.
Ma'am, when we are interacting with people, when we have someone with us,
हाँ.
it's easier for us to get distracted by the things that can make us conscious.
That's true.
लेकिन सारा टाइम के लिए तो not good.
हाँ, sometimes it's peaceful to be alone, but सारा टाइम तो
Depression ही हो जाएगा.
नो मैम
नहीं.
लोन में रहना भी काफ़ी बेटर है.
खुद की वाइब को बैठ करना, अपनी वाइब एंजॉय करना.
अपनी वाइब इंजॉय करना. हो सकता है आपकी वाइब उससे मैच ना करे तो यू विल चूज टू बी विद योर ओन सेल्फ. तो अपनी खुद की वाइब मैच करनी है.
एक्चुअली कि आप लोन टाइम में ना वो चीज़ें भी कर सकते हो जो आप नहीं करते रेगुलर बेसिस पे. आपको इस चीज़ के लिए मिलता है. आपको अपनी जो मिस्टेक्स करी हैं, जो आपने लाइफ में मिस्टेक्स करी उनके बारे में सोचने में, जो आपकी प्रॉब्लम्स हैं उनको सॉल्व करने में काफ़ी चीज़ों में हेल्प करता है.
एंड लाइक ही सेड कि डिस्ट्रैक्शंस मिल जाते हैं दूसरों के साथ रह के कि हम अपने बारे में सोचना कम कर देते हैं.
And ma'am, if we are preparing for something, we go extra time. Extra time मिल जाता है ना फिर.
हाँ.
Otherwise time waste होता है.
अदरवाइज टाइम वेस्ट होता है. सो बट ऐसा तो है नहीं कि हम सोशली कभी किसी से इंटरेक्ट नहीं कर सकते. एंड अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम्स अ लॉट ऑफ द व्यूज दैट वी हैव ऑन आवरसेल्व्स दे कम फ्रॉम द पीपल हु आर अराउंड अस. है ना कि लाइक टुडे आई स्टार्टेड वेयरिंग इस ब्रांड के क्लोथ्स एंड tomorrow my friend also decided कि yeah she likes that, so we get influenced by that. So how does other who are around us, कभी ऐसा हुआ है that something that you've seen around you has influenced how you feel of yourself? बताओ.
मेरी फ्रेंड है, उसकी हाइट काफी अच्छी है. लाइक शी
हाँ.
ऑलमोस्ट 5'7".
हाँ.
तो मेरे को उससे देख के अपने आप को काफी डिस्कम्फर्ट फील होता है कि मेरी हाइट छोटी है, मुझे करना चाहिए कुछ.
तो कहीं ना कहीं कंपैरिजन का पार्ट आ जाता है.
लेकिन इनसिक्योरिटी अच्छी नहीं है ना.
इनसिक्योरिटी अच्छी नहीं है, ये बात भी है.
बट मैम इनसिक्योरिटी होगी तो हम अपने को इम्प्रूव कैसे करेंगे?
हाँ, इनसिक्योरिटी नहीं होगी तो हम अपने को इम्प्रूव भी नहीं कर सकते.
इनसिक्योरिटी और इम्प्रूवमेंट, इनसिक्योरिटी इनसिक्योरिटी एक नेगेटिव चीज़ है, इम्प्रूवमेंट एक पॉजिटिव चीज़ है.
हाँ.
अगर हम किसी पॉजिटिव चीज़ के थ्रू जा रहे हो, नेगेटिव से रूट क्यों हो रही है फिर?
जब
अगर
तक हम
आपको
नेगेटिव को एक्सपीरियंस नहीं करेंगे तब तक हम पॉजिटिव साइड कैसे आएंगे?
या
अच्छा. Anything else?
बट मैम हाइट कैन नेवर बी इम्प्रूव्ड.
Height can never be changed. अच्छा. Any other perspective on this?
बट मैम ये है ना कि अगर हम कुछ लाइक मान लीजिए बोला हाइट नेवर बी इम्प्रूव,
हाँ.
बट ये है कि फिर उसके बाद हमें एक एक्सेप्टेंस हो जाती है कि लाइक एक एज तक होती है कि हम बढ़ा सकते हैं, उसके बाद हम एक्सेप्ट कर लेंगे हम इतने कितने ही हैं.
हाँ.
बट ये है
Okay.
ना कि लाइक हम अपने को ये तो चांस देंगे इम्प्रूव करने का.
Any?
डोंट यू थिंक कि मतलब किसी और के पोटेंशियल को एक पैरामीटर मान के हम अगर अपनी यू नो इम्प्रूवमेंट पे अगर ध्यान देंगे, सो इट मीन्स दैट वी आर नॉट रियली एक्सेप्टिंग ऑफ हु वी ट्रूली आर. We just want to be better than someone else. We don't want
We
to be
just
our
want.
best.
हाँ.
वही मैं that
Exactly. भला मेरी हाइट 5'4" हो या 5'10" हो, मेरी लाइफ पे क्या ही फर्क पड़ जाएगा. बट देन
मैम एक वो होता है ना खुद के अंदर एक
चाह होती है
मैम सबके अंदर
टू बी बेटर. वी कांट सेटल फॉर एवरेज.
बट एक टाइम के बाद एक्सेप्टेंस हो जाती है कि नहीं हो सकता जो नहीं
Height is something that we cannot change, but there are things that we can change.
Height was just an example.
हाँ, she's give example here. But there are things which are about ourselves. ना physical traits नहीं, but our mental traits that we can change. अच्छा, तो mental traits में भी एक चीज़ होती है कि like you are saying कि insecurity भी like his point is कि insecurity भी अच्छी नहीं है इतनी. But he is saying कि we should also be accepting of what we have. ठीक है. And then a third point is कि हमें एक पैरामीटर जो तुम कह रहे हो, एक पैरामीटर जब तक एक्सटर्नली एस्टैब्लिश नहीं होगा तो हाउ विल वी वांट टू अचीव. तो या तो हम बिल्कुल ही ये सोच लें कि हाँ भाई मेरा तो अप्लाइड सोशल साइकोलॉजी में D ग्रेड आया है, बहुत ही बढ़िया पास हो गया, मैं बहुत खुश हूँ. ठीक है. और कुछ बच्चे होते हैं, अगर आपने देखा होगा, इनका हम लोग स्कूल में बहुत मजाक उड़ाते थे, 98% लेके आके भी रो रहे हैं. ठीक है. सो देर इज always different people striving for different things. ठीक है ना. if someone wants to be either someone is completely in lows and sad about something that they don't have, okay, while the other person is just on the moon with even the small thing that they have. So इसके बीच में कहीं हमें we need to hit some balance.
एक्सट्रीमिटी तो किसी भी चीज़ में अच्छी नहीं है ना.
Exactly. Being completely insecure, not good. But being a narcissist, कि just like I am the best person in the world and everything about me is great, also not good. So how do we find that sweet spot of the right balance?
मैम हमें टाइम टू टाइम खुद को इम्प्रूव करते ही रहना चाहिए.
हमें खुद को इम्प्रूव करते ही रहना चाहिए. That's one point.
ये नहीं है कि हम अपने एक्सेप्ट कर लिया बैठ गए.
मैम इनसिक्योरिटी और नार्सिसिज्म दोनों के एक्सट्रीम
हाँ.
यूज है. मैम अगर इंसान उस कैटेगरी में फॉल करे तो सबसे पहली चीज़ है कि उसको एक्नॉलेज करना पड़ेगा कि मैं नार्सिसिज्म है मेरे में, या फिर मेरे में इनसिक्योरिटी है
हाँ.
इस चीज़ को लेकर. उसके बाद ही यू कैन बिगिन इम्प्रूविंग योरसेल्फ.
Exactly. First you need to acknowledge कि भाई हम किस लेवल पे लाई कर रहे हैं. कि like if I think that my marks are really bad, तो I can either just stay in the zone कि मेरे मार्क्स बहुत बेकार है, मेरे मार्क्स बहुत बेकार है. ठीक है. But then you need to accept कि हाँ this is something, this is some shortcoming that I have that I need to work upon. Right. And at the same time अगर हम ज़्यादा ही हवा में उड़ रहे हैं तो फिर we need to stay grounded. Right. So how have you ever someone maybe has struggled with something and they had to find, it can be either ways कि you felt a bit low about yourself and then you brought it up and maybe you were in some delusion कि I am excellent at something but you realized otherwise. Any story, any incident, anecdote you may have? Everyone has, I'm sure. It's just about being honest. Is it too embarrassing? Okay, anyone? Yes, you. Try. Huh?
It was about मैं 7th में था
हाँ हाँ.
और मेरे क्लास में मैं सबसे
ओके
तो मैं सिलेक्ट हो गया एंड आई वाज हैप्पी और मैं प्रैक्टिस नहीं करता था कि फर्स्ट ही आना है, क्या दिक्कत की बात है। और उस रेस में मैं थर्ड भी नहीं आया।
ओ हाँ, तो ये वही वाली कहानी हो गई ना, द खरगोश एंड उसकी या राइट, दिस इज ऑल्सो अ वैलिड एक्सपीरियंस. एनीथिंग एल्स, एनीवन एल्स? You anything you want to share, dear? अच्छा ठीक है. Anyone else this side? अच्छा, अटेंडेंस फिल किया किसी ने? अच्छा, प्लीज. Please start circulating. Quick, quick, quick. Just be a little quicker with it. So yeah, हमने कहीं ना कहीं with understanding of class, okay, with understanding how our self-esteem is influenced, how we think about ourselves, how others think about ourselves, we have kind of covered all these things. कोई बात नहीं, हमने जैसे डिस्कस किया कि हमारी अपनी सेल्फ एस्टीम कैसे बनती है, हाउ इट इज डेवलप्ड, वी हैव काइंड ऑफ कवर्ड ऑल दिस. Anything left? Anything you didn't understand? Any questions? Any doubts? Mastery. अगर वो रेस में फर्स्ट आ जाता कैसा लगता?
दो एस्पेक्ट्स हैं.
हाँ, सेंस ऑफ बिलोंगिंग एंड मास्टरी.
अगर वो रेस में फर्स्ट आ जाता,
हाँ,
उसका जो डिल्यूजन था वो सैटिस्फाई हो जाता, उसकी ईगो सैटिस्फाई हो जाती, वो आगे जाके किसी और पॉइंट में और ज़्यादा डिल्यूजनल हो जाता, तब उसको ज़्यादा हर्ट होता अगर उसका नेगेटिव वो निकलता.
हाँ, बट अगर वो एक्चुअली रेसिंग में बहुत अच्छा है और वो हमेशा जीतता जाए तो सेंस ऑफ मास्टरी तो आएगा ना.
तभी मैंने बोला दो एस्पेक्ट.
Yeah, every coin has two sides. So there are perils of having too much self-esteem, inflated sense of entitlement, and there are also benefits कि confidence मिल जाता है. If you have a good sense of your capabilities, then you are confident about it. ठीक है? Like if I am excellent in cooking और मुझे मास्टर शेफ के लिए जाना चाहिए, पर मैं नहीं जाती because I am not confident, तो मेरी कुकिंग का तो कोई फायदा ही नहीं है ना.
वेस्टेड पोटेंशियल.
Wasted potential.
मैम बट वो इम्पोर्टेंट थोड़ी वो डिपेंड करता है ना इंसान को. लाइक देयर आर सो मेनी पीपल जो अपनी स्किल एनहांस करें जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ देयर पैशन. दे मे नॉट बी एबल टू कैपिटलाइज ओवर देयर पैशन, बट स्टिल दे आर वेरी कंफर्टेबल विद द वेरी फैक्ट दैट दे आर गुड एट समथिंग.
Yeah, because see, our sense of achievement is not always associated to something great that we can do. Because किसी के लिए, like one of my friends, she is an excellent artist. Okay, she can be an influencer, she can have her own page and she can earn a lot from it. But वो नहीं करती, वो किसी के लिए illustration भी बना के दे देगी and she won't even charge for it. तो वो कैपिटलाइज नहीं करती उस चीज़ पे. शी हैज़ अ करियर इन अ डिफरेंट फील्ड ऑल टुगेदर. सो सम थिंग्स आर फॉर योर ओन सेल्फ टू मेक अस फील बेटर अबाउट आवर सेल्व्स. सो दे ऑल्सो इनहैंस आवर सेल्फ एस्टीम.
डू यू थिंक वो वेस्टेड पोटेंशियल वी माइट फील लाइक कि हमारा पोटेंशियल वेस्ट होता है इफ वी हैव दिस पर्सपेक्टिव इन आवर माइंड कि लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल अगर हम इफ यू थिंक अबाउट सोसाइटी, if we think that like if we do something that we are good at or we want to achieve something, if we look at it by the perspective of society, कि अगर हम इस चीज़ को कैपिटलाइज नहीं करेंगे बिकॉज इट्स अ नॉर्म, यू नो इट्स अ कल्चरल थिंग, यू नो कि अगर आप किसी चीज़ को इफ यू डोंट कमर्शियलाइज इट, इट्स ऑफ नो वैल्यू. तो वो पर्सपेक्टिव सोसाइटी, डू यू थिंक दैट इट्स
देन इट बिकम्स अ डिबेट ऑफ वेदर सोसाइटी का डेफिनेशन ऑफ द वर्थ ऑफ योर कैपेबिलिटी इज मोर इम्पॉर्टेंट और योर डेफिनेशन self satisfaction. Because somebody is commercializing, okay, I have a big business, okay, I am commercializing and capitalizing on it and I'm working day in day out and I'm earning a lot, but अंदर से खुश नहीं हो. Then what?
कंटेंट.
अगर आपको अंदर से कुछ करना पसंद है तो आप उसको कमर्शियलाइज करना नहीं चाहेंगे.
एग्जैक्टली जब अंदर से कोई चीज़ होती है, आप एक बात बताओ, यू समथिंग दैट यू डू फॉर योर ओन सेल्फ, कैन डू यू हैव एन एग्जांपल?
like doing paintings
हाँ,
and I don't want to get anybody to work.
somebody likes to write, somebody likes to dance. कुछ चीज़ें अपने लिए भी तो होती है ना.
But we can show it.
We can show it. Who? Our loved ones.
No मैम, उनको भी नहीं करते.
अच्छा, उनको भी नहीं करते. To your own self. किसी ने वो मूवी देखी बैंड बाजा बारात? देखिए, उसमें कुछ कुछ ऐसे ही होता है ना, लाइक वो स्टार्टिंग में शी वांट्स टू हैव लाइक अ नॉर्मल बिजनेस, बट देन जब वो इतना ग्रो कर जाते तो कितना क्राइसिस आता है. सो वही चीज़ है कि इट्स अबाउट व्हाट मेक्स यू इंटरनली हैप्पी. इट्स नॉट ऑलवेज व्हाट सोसाइटी टेल्स यू. हाँ,
Internal satisfaction.
एग्जैक्टली. Like even people who are very tall, sometimes they also have insecurities.
शॉर्ट लोग कितने अच्छे हैं.
हाँ, like
ज़्यादा बेटर रहता.
किसी को लगता है शॉर्ट होते ज़्यादा बेटर रहता कि आप कॉन्सर्ट में आगे जाके खड़े होके देख सकते हो.
नो मैम, काफ़ी चीज़ें ऐसी वर्क करता है.
हर किसी को ही है. इनसिक्योरिटीज तो हर किसी को ही है.
सबको ही होती है मतलब nobody can be perfect, so some of the other thing will always be like will let you down about your own self, but it's all about overcoming that. Acceptance, exactly. जैसे there is this theory of compensation. अल्फ्रेड एडलर का नाम सुना है? एडलर का. So उस अल्फ्रेड एडलर, so he gave this theory of compensation कि हमारी एक कोई कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स होती है जो ज़्यादा अच्छी नहीं होती, सो हम उसके लिए अपनी सेल्फ वर्थ बढ़ाने के लिए किसी और चीज़ में मास्टरी करते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, एडलर वॉज वन ऑफ द पीपल जिसको हाइट का ही इनसिक्योरिटी बहुत था, बिकॉज ही वॉज शॉर्ट, ही डिडंट लाइक हाउ ही लुक्ड, बट देन एकेडमिकली ही वॉज अ मास्टर, राइट. सो उसने ये थ्योरी दी थी कि दैट समटाइम्स वी compensate by bettering ourselves in some other thing.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.